Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, sir. My name is Nidya Ananda Safitri with student number 2503050048. Today, I would like to present my group's final project about the maritime history of the Riau Islands entitled Stories of Maritime History in the Riau Islands, Trace of the Past. In this presentation, we focus on how the sea and maritime communities shape the history, culture, and power of this region. First, in the introduction, we explain that the Riau Islands have a very strategic position in Southeast Asia because they are located along the Malacca Strait. This made the region an important center of trade and maritime activity in the Nusantara world. We also explained that the maritime power was closely related to political power, especially during the time of Sriwijaya, the Malacca Sultanate, and later the Riau Lingga Sultanate. Through this, we showed that the Riau Islands were not just islands, but a strong center of Malay maritime culture. Next, in the sections about early maritime connections, we explained that since ancient times, the Riau Islands were a major sailing route connecting the Maluku Spice region with traders from India, China, and other areas. Because many ships passed through this region, controlling the Riau Islands meant controlling trade in the Nusantara region. We also explained that coastal communities developed around natural harbors and their daily lives were closely connected to the sea long before large kingdoms existed. Then, we move to the part about the sea nomads. In this section, we explain that the sea nomads played a very important role in Malay maritime history. They were not just ordinary sea people, but they worked as sailors, navigators, guards, and warriors. Their knowledge of the sea made them the backbone of many maritime kingdoms. When we discussed the sea nomads under Sriwijaya, we explained that they help protect trade routes and keep the sea safe from pirates. Sriwijaya's maritime dominance would not have been possible without their loyalty and skills. They understood tides, currents, and coastal areas very well, which helped the kingdom control a wide maritime history. Next, in the part about Malacca and Johor, we explained that the sea nomads continued to support Malay rulers. After the Portuguese conquered Malacca, they helped protect the royal family and supported the establishment of the Johor kingdom. Their ability to navigate strategic sea routes helped Malay rule survive during times of crisis. Next, in the Riau Lingga Sultanate period, we explained that the sea nomads remained loyal to legitimate rulers and resisted foreign powers like the Dutch VOC. We highlight that they even helped Sultan Mahmud fight the VOC in Tanjung Pinang. This shows that their role in maritime defense continued until later periods. After that, in the change in the political landscape, we explained that although kingdoms change over time, the role of the sea nomads stayed important. They always adapted to political changes and continued to protect sea routes and support rulers. Their mobility and maritime skills often determined whether a kingdom could survive or decline. Then in maritime identity and cultural development of the Riau Island, we explained that the sea nomads are one of the oldest maritime communities in the region. Their lifestyle, traditions, boats, and clan systems shows a strong connection to the sea. Their maritime worldview influenced Malay culture and helped shape the identity of the Riau Islands. Finally, in the conclusion, we conclude that the history of the Riau Islands cannot be separated from the sea and the sea nomads. Their contribution was essential in trade, politics, and culture. By understanding their role, we can better understand why the Riau Islands became one of the most important maritime regions in the Malay world. That's it from me, sir. Thank you so much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.